I do have a personal story to share. I've really enjoyed this interview and being able to share some really positive things to help people navigate going through a breakup. But I also want to be very real here. I also want to say that while I've shared some really great strengths in this interview, there was a time through the process of healing from my breakup that it wasn't so positive, that I made some really bad choices. And so I just want to take that opportunity to share that with those of you that may know me or may not. I dealt with the pain in some healthy ways at times, but I also dealt with the pain in some really unhealthy ways at times. And a lot of you may know that I've been on a recovery journey for alcohol binging. And I was free from alcohol for 22 months working through recovery. And even after the breakup, I didn't relapse. It wasn't until actually maybe 6 or 7 months later that unfortunately I relapsed on alcohol and started binging again, and just the pain and a lot of other loss that was going on in my life at the same time was just a lot to bear. And as a Christian, as someone that is leading women to become healthy and whole, it became too much for me. And I began, binging on alcohol again, making less than healthy decisions, getting myself in situations that were not good for me, because there was a part of me that was not really giving it all to God. And so if that's you right now, it's just real. And don't beat yourself up if you may be relapsing on, or engaging in behavior that's like less than godly. We want to honor God and we want to live a life that pleases Him, but at the end of the day, you really are just doing the best that you can do. And the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And I can look back on the last year of my life and know that he wanted to take me out, And so here's the thing though, is just not unpacking there, right? So it's okay, let me be real with you and be honest that I made some really bad choices, but I had to ask God to help me get back on my 2 feet again. And this included just really surrendering to Him, really working through my recovery, and really allowing the people in my world to know, hey, this is what's happening again. And it was really hard for me because God at the same time was blessing the Diamond Gathering ministry. And so it's here I am going through all this hurt and all this pain. I'm relapsing. I'm being the biggest hypocrite, which is the lie that the enemy wants you to believe that you're such a hypocrite and you're definitely not qualified to lead other women. But here I am binging on alcohol again and just being hopeless and just really in such a bad place. But here is the thing. God is a redemptive God, and He is going to redeem every single mistake that you make, every single time that you blow it, and He's the one that's in control anyway. And so if you're a Christian or you're a leader or you're going through something and you're going through something that's so painful and you are acting out in some way, it's not okay, but it is okay, because there's so much pressure to have this story that I dealt with it in the most perfect way. And I'm sharing with you right now that I probably didn't, but I'm okay with it and I have peace with it because I know that God does. And God is in the Bible it talks about there is no condemnation in Christ Jesus. And so allow God to really give you that understanding and have some grace for yourself. And just take it from me, it has not been an easy road. It's been really, really, really hard at times, but at the end of the day, I haven't turned my back on Jesus, and I've trusted that He has His best plan for my life. And I'm okay with the mistakes that I made, because I know that just like the breakup, the things that happened after, God is going to have a purpose for too. And so let that be an encouragement to you, wherever you're at in the process, that He's got you, you're good, and you will not break.